Blind Guardian!
What the hell is going on, VC? So, Laz here. Happy COVID-19. Life has been crazy in this world we live in, I would say. Wouldn't you? So, I know it's been a while since I did the last video. Just life, man, you know. Hoping to get back on it. It seems like every time I try, you know, something else happens. So, we'll see. Here in California, things are starting to open back up a little bit. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Time will tell. But, you know, I know y'all didn't come here for the news. There's plenty of that. I tend to stay away from it. But I wanted to do a vinyl collection spotlight. This one was asked for, and I didn't know where I was going to go next. If I was going to do Maiden, Blind Guardian, other bands, etc. I actually got a couple requests for Blind Guardian, so I'll go ahead and bang that out. There's quite a few that, you know, Guardian's one of those bands that I will buy multiple copies of stuff, kind of like, you know, those that watch my Judas Priest collection, you know, I'll have this import pressing, that import pressing, this domestic pressing, this version, that version, whatever. There's a few bands that I actually collect, and my top 3 metal bands for sure: Maiden, Priest, Guardian. You know, so it's other bands I will definitely do certain versions of if I don't have it, if I'm crate digging and whatnot, and I come across something that's just, you know, I know is kind of rare, kind of odd, and I may already have that album, and the price is right, I'll grab it anyway. That's how we are. We're collectors, right? So I've gotten comments on videos in the past where I've done things like collection spotlights, and it's like, geez, Laz, do you really need that many copies of that album? No, I don't. It's not a matter of need. It's a matter of collecting. You know, I try not to do too many album or copies of the exact same thing, the exact same pressing, it has to be different in some way, whether sealed, shrink wrap with hype sticker, something like that, but rarely will I do, something where, let's say, oh, let me throw something out there. Duran Duran Rio, right? I don't need 6 copies of the exact same pressing of that album where they're all exactly the same. That I just don't do. Unless, of course, it's something, one of my favorite bands, and let's say I find it in a thrift store for $1. Well, damn right, I'll buy it. So I do have some things like that, but I don't actively do it. Bands that I collect, I actively collect variants of their albums. So anyway, Blind Guardian. So, this is a band that, to me, they are, the term power metal. So, power metal to me, now this can be debated, and, there's a lot of, all the way back to, Black Sabbath. Did they create heavy metal? Or are they just a rock and roll band? Or this big debate. This is me, and I have no qualms against anybody that has a differing opinion, because music in general, especially when it comes to metal, which has so many, uh, uh, strands of DNA and offshoots, whether it's power metal, death metal, black metal, thrash metal, speed metal, so on, so on, so on. That's like saying rock and roll. Okay, so who's more rock and roll, the Beatles or Led Zeppelin? Completely different, but they're both rock bands. So it's that kind of thing. But to me, Blind Guardian. So when it comes to the term power metal, in my eyes, I look at the genre was basically kind of started by Helloween. Blind Guardian took what Helloween was doing and kind of made it a little harder, a little grittier when they started. As a matter of fact, Guardian has done a lot of stuff with Helloween. But, Guardian started off that way, very speed metal, very power metal. Then they kind of developed their own, thanks to Hansi Kirsch, getting really mythical into Lord of the Rings, fantasy, that kind of stuff. And that carried the band for quite a while. And they've progressively gotten more progressive, I guess is the term, and became a little more symphonic, not as heavy, but it's a band that, a lot of people, unless you're a Guardian fan, a lot of people don't really realize, if you dig into Blind Guardian and you look at their lineage, they have an extreme growth in their musical talent. The newest album, which is basically orchestrated, is a completely, you can't play the newest album and play the first album, Battalions of Fear, and see the exact same band. It's just they've gone to a completely different level, whether good or bad in some eyes. I look at it as I love all of it, but it's a band that I have followed for so long that to see them, a band cannot just always stay the same. Well, some can, but for the most part they don't. But I love the band very much, and I want to share with you guys this. I'm just going to show basically, I think, my 12-inch vinyl. I'm not going to get into DVDs, patches and pins and all the collectible stuff, t-shirts and all that stuff. I'm just going to try and I'm not going to get into CDs. It would just be way too long. I'm going to try and stick strictly to 12-inch vinyl. So let me show you my collection. When it comes to original issues, I definitely have some gaps there. Original pressings of Blind Guardian are just extremely expensive and very hard to find. I mean, sure, you could go on Discogs or whatnot, but you're going to pay top dollar. And when I'm paying that top $1, I really want to see it. So I do have some gaps there. Hopefully, over time, I will get them filled up. I'm missing only one box set out of the collection. But yeah, let's go take a look at Blind Guardian. All right, so let's take a look at this vinyl. Got the coffee ready. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to open up every single one of these, but let's go. Let me see here. In order to get, we'll pull one out so that, actually, I think what we'll do is pull this out. There we go. Okay, so we're going to start here. Okay, first album, Battalions of Fear. This is an original UK pressing or German pressing. No Remorse Records. This is a grail for me. Mint copy. And like I said, I'm not going to open every one, but if somebody doesn't have this, they're just curious. There's your inner sleeve. And there's your label. You know, this album is just a power metal masterpiece. It's raw, it's heavy, it's speed metal, it's power metal. This is the album. So, original issue. Another grail. Original issue of Night at the Opera. Now you'll notice, if those that haven't noticed, on the reissues, really the only big difference in the cover that they did is the color of the Blind Guardian logo. So on the original issue it's blue, and on the reissues it's like a gold color. And you'll see that when we get to the reissues. This one, original German pressing, came with the promo materials, photos, bio sheet, etc. So, A Night at the Opera. Best track on here, Wait for an Answer. I absolutely love that track. This is the picture disc for And Then There Was Silence, which comes in this die cut sleeve. Original issue of A Twist in the Myth, Gatefold, Nuclear Blast, Import Press. This is a very, very special album for me. I took my daughter to see Guardian. They played at the Fillmore in San Francisco when they toured this album. And so I took her, and I believe I think she was like maybe 13 at the time. And I got her so heavily into this band. It was just an absolute delight to be at a Blind Guardian show with my daughter. So, special album. This is the 12-inch single for Fly. And this is the picture disc. Numbered. Which this is 743 of 1,000. The picture disc for Another Stranger Me, 12-inch single. And this is number 501 of 1000. And I think I bought this, we're going back a little ways here, but if I remember right, I think I found this at like Hot Topic of all places. At the Edge of Time, gatefold, original pressing. This is the picture disc version. Let's see, I put notation stickers on the backs of some of these: import pressing, picture disc, things like that. There's a poster. This was back when I was doing my hype stickers with the tape over the top instead of using the adhesive. But Beyond the Red Mirror. And this is the black vinyl. And this is the only version of Beyond the Red Mirror that I have. And this is one album where this is when they started doing all the different colored versions and things like that. But so far, really, this is the only one I have. So I need to focus on getting the other versions of this. Okay, before I get into the reissues, continue with the original pressings. So that's going to take me into some box sets here. So this is Memories of a Time to Come box set. This is a 4 LP box set, 180 gram black vinyl, gatefold poster. Comes on two gatefolds. And this has become quite rare. And when it comes to the Blind Guardian box sets, in my collection, I'm only missing one. And the one that I'm missing is the original live box set, Bard's Tavern. At the Edge of Time. Strictly limited 4 LP vinyl. This is colored vinyl. I love this box set. It's like a leather, embossed leather with the silver foil. See the four gatefolds in there. Actually, I used to have 2 of these, but I traded one. I had one sealed and then this one. But I figured for that one, I really do only need one. And then one of the newer box sets. This is Live Beyond the Spheres. 4 LP, black vinyl box set, 24-page booklet. And then the newest album, Blind Guardian Twilight Orchestra, Legacy of the Darklands. This is on like a gold colored vinyl. And then the last original issue, this is the 10-inch of A Voice in the Dark. Little 10-inch gatefold. And I love their cover of You're the Voice. That famous song from the 80s. Incredible version that they pull off on this. Okay, so now we're going to get into the reissues, including the reissue box sets. So, we'll start with Battalions of Fear. This is limited to 300, and this is the orange vinyl version. And this is the domestic version. And the nice thing about these reissues is they are all gatefolds. And if no one's picked any of these up yet, just give you an idea of how they are. The covers are just absolutely phenomenal. The band commissioned an artist to do new art for the whole interior gatefold on every single album. And each album comes with an insert, lyric sheet, and each album comes with the lined inner sleeves, poly-lined inner sleeves. And this is actually the orange splatter vinyl. You see how beautiful these are. And the jackets on these are nice and thick. Okay, so Battalions of Fear. And it's like I said, I'm not going to open every one. This video would just take like forever. But so yeah, let's see. Pressed on, orange with white splatter vinyl. Not just orange. So there's that Battalions of Fear. This is Battalions of Fear on white vinyl. And limited to 700. And this is also domestic. Battalions of Fear on light blue vinyl. And this is the import pressing. Battalions of Fear on violet vinyl. And that's import. And those are my 4 variant copies of Battalions of Fear. But then there's one in here, there's one in here, and there's one in here. Second album, Follow the Blind. Love this album. This is the blue vinyl, limited to 700. And this is domestic. Follow the Blind. This is the forest green with white splatter and limited to 300. And this one is domestic. This is green vinyl on this one, which goes really well with the green sky back here. And this one is import. And white vinyl on this copy. And this is import. So there's those 4 copies of Follow the Blind. Once again, there's one in each of the box sets as well. Okay. This is the album that contains my favorite Blind Guardian song. Okay. And this is, excuse me, Tales from the Twilight World. And this is on brown vinyl, limited to 700. And this is domestic. But favorite track, Welcome to Dying, my absolute favorite Blind Guardian song. This one is pressed on yellow with orange splatter and limited to 300. And this one is domestic. Next album, Somewhere Far Beyond. And this one is on orange vinyl and limited to 700. And this one is domestic. This one's on yellow vinyl. And is import. Next copy, this is just splatter vinyl. And to be honest, I don't remember the color, and it's import. So let's open her up and see, because I don't remember the color. When you have this many variant copies, it's hard to remember if it doesn't state. Oh yeah, red and black. And that is my Somewhere Far Beyond variants. Okay. Imaginations from the Other Side. Great album. This is the brown with white splatter, limited to 300, and is domestic. Double LP. Next, this is orange vinyl. It's a straight orange, limited to 700. And is domestic. Another favorite album, Nightfall and Middle Earth. And this is baby blue vinyl, limited to 700. Try and make that straight there. And it's a domestic. I would love to open all these and just show every single color, etc., but I think you guys would get sick of hearing the rip of the Blake sleeve, and it would make the video probably an hour long. Next version. This is blue with white splatter, limited to 300, and is domestic. And however, this one I am going to show because this is, I love this color. I got to open up some of them, right? There you go. It's beautiful splatter too. You know, a splatter vinyl, sometimes you get like just a little bit around the label, the center ring, and then others you get all the way to the edge like that, which is just beautiful. Okay, next one. This is, oh, I might have to open this one too because it just says splatter. And this is an import. And I don't remember the color of this one. Let's find out. Oh yeah. It's, on camera it looks kind of blue. It's actually like a purple and white. Speaking of, there's my song playing in the background. Come on, get in there. Boy, this one does not want to cooperate. Okay, sorry about that one. Okay, Night at the Opera. So see, here's what I was talking about. This one is pressed on orange vinyl, limited to 700, and is domestic. But see here, the logo's in gold, and on the original issue, it's blue. I gotta say, even though this goes good with the cover, I really love the blue. Welcome to Dying, Valhalla. These songs just, this is what Blind Guardian is to me. Let's see. Oh, next. Wait, did I show that? Oh, no. Okay, so here's the next Night at the Opera. This is on red with yellow splatter vinyl. Limited to 300 copies. And this one is a domestic. Okay, Forgotten Tales. This one is on gold and black splatter and is limited to 300 and is domestic. This one's just blue vinyl and is import. Okay, this is my only variant outside of the ones I have in the box sets. But this is Tokyo Tales. And this is orange with black splatter. And is limited to 300. Next, Blind Guardian Live, or as the fans, Bard's Tavern. And this one is on gold vinyl. This is a 3 LP set in one jacket. So it's a very thick jacket. It's not a gatefold, but it's got 3 LPs inside. This is the one box set that I'm missing. This was originally a box set with a poster. So gold vinyl. Silver vinyl. All right, and that will take us to the box sets. So I'm actually going to start on the opposite end. So the last of the reissues that they did were the picture discs. So the box, there's two different boxes. Okay, and I'm going to point these out here shortly. But so this one, they weigh a ton once you have them all. Okay, so there you go. There's the complete set of the picture discs. And as you can see, these are all imports. There's the Blind Guardian. Let me see. Let's open Live. Bard's Tavern. So just to give you an idea of the picture discs. There you go. Once again, all of these come in the black polyline sleeves. I'm trying to get this on camera for you guys. And the nice thing is these boxes, when Nuclear Blast made them, they made them with enough room that the albums are not so tight. I have them all in Blake sleeves, which go into the box set just fine. And, you know, the box is sealed on one end. So when it goes in, the albums are completely sealed. So there you go. It's a tank of a box set. 1988 to 2003. And this is the picture discs. This one, there you go. This one is this is a set of all black vinyl. I'm not going to take these out because it's all bagged, but so another complete set in all black vinyl. And then, like I said, there's a difference in the boxes. So this was the first release. And this was only available as an import. And this set, it says color vinyl on there that I put on there. This is actually, I believe, splatter and 50-50. So like one album will be, you know, the vinyl, like half of the album is yellow and the other half is red, like cut 50-50. They were the first issues of the reissues, and you had to build the box set. So the boxes, even though they look the same and say the same, 88 to 2003, if you look at the bottom here, that is different. Than this here, I believe. Yeah, 5/8. The UPC number is different, and the original or the first issue box set is actually a little bit darker. When you have them side by side, you can see the difference. So be aware of that. So this was the very first one. These things just weigh a damn ton. And that is all complete inside the entire set. And they're different colors than these over here that I showed you. These are just variant colors. Whoop. So there's no duplicates here at all. And the nice thing is Nuclear Blast, what made me decide to do like a black set was Nuclear Blast actually sold the empty boxes by themselves. At one point, I think they were like $12 just for the empty box. And so I bought two, one for the picture discs as they were coming out, and then I bought an extra one and then built the entire black set. So now I got the original colored vinyl, the black vinyl box set, the picture disc box set, and in fact, I actually still have another empty box. I just don't know what I want to do with it yet. So, so that is my 12-inch and 110-inch Blind Guardian vinyl collection. But with that, you have to add Demons and Wizards, which is Hansi Kirsch and John Schaefer from Meist Earth. So this is an original picture disc version of Touched by the Crimson King, the second album. And then I have, this is the new pressing of the first album. And this one is 180 gram green smoke variant. And these are gorgeous. They're actually etched on the back. Just beautiful issues of these. And then this one is red smoke variant. This is the second album, Touched by the Crimson King. Different cover art. And then I have, on top of these copies, I have 2 more variants of both albums hanging on the wall that are autographed by Hansi and John. Um, so that, I believe, would complete it outside of CDs, cassettes, things like that. I will point out, if anybody wants to see Guardian at their prime, this DVD right here. This DVD right here. Pick this up if you can find it. This is Imaginations Through the Looking Glass. It's actually what you're hearing in the background, if you can hear it. I have it low so I don't get a strike, but yeah, Through the Looking Glass. Absolute must-own for any Guardian fan. Probably every Guardian fan already has it, so I'm wasting my time. So, anyway, guys, that's it. My Blind Guardian collection. So I did want to point out, here's the 2 autographed copies of Demons and Wizards I was talking about. This is on orange vinyl. And this is Touched by the Crimson King. Signed in gold. And then here is the first album. And this one is on sun yellow, transparent sun yellow vinyl. And signed in black. So those 2 I have framed on the wall here. And then, of course, here's my Blind Guardian Demons and Wizards promo pictures. So, anyway, guys,